Hey everybody, it's Greg. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. Listen. Who's there? Over there. Da, 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 da. Yanks are coming. The Yanks are coming. All right, Alexa, stop. Oh, that bullshit. I I had to play that because of what happened at Citizens Bank. The Yankees are in town. We're going to talk about that shit. Anyway, it is Tuesday and it's July the 30th. I can't believe we're almost to the end of July. Huh? Where's the summer going? It always flies by. After the 4th of July, it just flies by. Anyway, today, oh, before I do anything, here he is, the patron saint of this fine show, my buddy, your friend, Bud Bud. And again, not a real birthday cake, not real candles. Don't be worried. We miss you, buddy. Anyway, so speaking of birthdays, guess whose birthday it is today? I'm going to do an invitation of the guy. See if you can guess who it is, right? I think this is one of my best invitations. Hasta la vista, baby. Yes, mine look alike. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the beefy yeah, bodybuilder slash governor slash actor slash, well, I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, Arnold Schwarzenegger is 76 years old today. Yeah, yeah. And, I remember my favorite Arnold movie, well, Terminator, of course. Terminator. That's where we had all those good lines. I remember that. And I almost couldn't talk like I was stuck there like Arnold. Imagine going through life saying, "What are we having for dinner today, dear? What chaps?" Anyway, so uh, Terminator, and then you know what? He did this film in the 80s. It's very 80s. If you want to know what the 80s were like back then, if you weren't alive at that time, Commando. Commando was not only was it a lot of action and a lot of Arnold shit, blowing things up. It was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I saw it that summer, 1985, I believe. Yeah, that was a good summer. Commando, Back to the Future, and maybe it was 86, whatever. So, uh, but it was a funny movie too. If you never seen it, check it out. Um, that was one of my favorite Arnold movies. I tell you the Arnold movie that I hate. I absolutely couldn't stand it. If Arnold was here, so much on the mouth for making this movie. Of course, if I did that, I would be alive, you know, to host this fine podcast. Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie that I absolutely hated was a little thing he did one Christmas called Jingle All the Way. Remember that? Oh, it was awesome. To me, again, movies are, it's a matter of preference, What's one man's Wizard of Oz, maybe another man's Jamal. It's, oh, but I thought it stunk. It had like, I mean, the plot was like Arnold is running all the way downtown trying to get this uh, hot toy for Christmas. Back in the 80s, especially the 80s, 90s, uh, there were fads around Christmas and marketing. They really took advantage of that. Do you remember that? Remember the Cabbage Patch Dolls? Everybody had to have one, right? Uh, the Pet Rock or the Rubik's Cube. Everybody had to have one for Christmas. Well, that's the way it was back then. You get this hot toy, and you start hearing about it around Labor Day, you know, and then it really picked up around Thanksgiving, and then people were actually lined up. Believe this, people were actually lined up outside of stores, like at 6 o'clock in the morning, to get in, and they would open the doors, and they would rush in, and they would grab these Cabbage Patch dolls, and people were climbing on top of each other and fighting each other. And I'm not kidding. Look it up. It was crazy. It was just crazy back then. Ah, but that was the thing. So that's what this movie was about. And it just sucked. It was terrible. Oh, it wasn't funny. It wasn't charming. It wasn't like Christmas. It was just stupid, 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 stupid. So, clearly, Arnold Schwarzenegger was just going for the bottom line, you know? Because if he would have took time and read the script, he would have said, "Hasta la vista, baby." No, no, no. Anyway, all right. So let's talk about films. Do we have to? Yeah, I guess so. Um, they got pummeled last night with that 14-4 by the evil empire, the Yankees. Yankees came in and just took control. Aaron Judge had 2 home runs. Are you surprised? I mean, he's playing in a small ballpark like the bag, and the wind is blowing. I mean, I don't care if it's Dizzy Dean pitching. Aaron Judge is going to do something. So, uh, you know, imagine imagine if Aaron Judge played all of his games in Philadelphia. You know, well, half of his games if he was better than the Phillies. Maybe that was a mistake. The Phillies not trying to sign him a couple of years ago when he was a free agent. Now, I think the teams courting him at the time were Giants, because the Giants were a hot team back then. The Giants had won 106 games the year before, and Giants were real. And Aaron Judge is from out that way. So the Giants thought, oh, okay, Aaron Judge is going to come home. He's going to attack the ball. And it didn't work out that way. And Judge ended up signing back with the Yankees. So, but could you imagine if the Phillies would have gotten to that bidding? Judge and Harper in the same outfield, uh, Judge hitting home runs like left and right. I mean, he's already going to hit like over 50 home runs this year. Can you imagine if he was playing the bag half of his games? It's incredible. The guy's incredible. He's big, and he's got this uppercut swing, and you make a mistake, and he's going to make you pay. So, yeah, Zach Wheeler, I don't know. I don't know. What is it about Zach Wheeler? He's having a fine year. In fact, he was one of the leaders, contenders for the Cy Young Award in the National League. So he's having a good year. But it seems like when he comes up against his American League team, the good ones, like Baltimore, he sucked down the ball, gave up 4 home runs. The Yankees last night, I don't know. I don't know what it is, exactly. You know? Uh, he's all right. So, I tell you what, we got Aaron Nola coming up tonight, and then Christopher Sanchez tomorrow. Um, now I don't know. The Phillies just are playing like shit. John Kruk after the game says, "Oh, don't panic. Fans, don't panic. No reason to panic. Uh, would you rather have them do this now or in September?" Well, of course, now. But the games count just as much now as they do in September, just like the games count in April as they do now in September. So the Phillies won't go to 10 games. How many teams do? That's not the point. The point is that they're playing bad baseball, and they were playing bad baseball since right before the All-Star break, after they swept the Dodgers. It seems like they really were gung ho to sweep the Dodgers, and then after that, everything else went to pot. You know, I don't know with these boys. I think here's the thing. I think you can't say the Phillies are playing better teams, so they're getting exposed. You can't really say that because they played the Oakland A's, they played the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they lost their series. They've lost 4 series in a row, including now 5 opening games of series in a row. The Phillies earlier in the year, that's how they won so many series. They would take the first game, and it would make it a lot easier. Now they're not taking the first game. So you really can't say they're playing better teams. You need to tell the Oakland and Pittsburgh. I don't think so. They're just not playing well. And if they don't hit home runs, they lose. It's the bottom line. They don't lose base numbers, but the line that strikes out teams. They when they get guys like this, they always you never see them really well. And so the guy who's just thinking about their own teams. What you do? You have to hit 6 7 runs. So like it was back in the old days, like 10 years ago, the teams used to come up with Citizens Bank, but and just bludgeon. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be done. But we could say, well, one good game that we had last Saturday, and we beat Cleveland, beat them. Well, that's fine. But then, well, the next game on Sunday we stunk. Um, we need to get their act together first. Two more with the Yankees. Then they go out and play at Seattle, play at the Dodgers, and play at Arizona. And yes, they still have an 8 game lead, 8 games in lost time, over the Braves, 5 games in leads. And yes, they're still going to win the division, but that's not the point, right? When you go into the playoffs, you want to go in with some momentum. Yeah, you still have 2 bucks. Phillies could get out of this and go on a roll, which I hope they do. But I don't know. They just don't look the same team, you know? What's going on with this team? Just like when the Eagles collapsed at the end of last year. What happened? I wanted to know. I wanted answers. What happened to the team? Was it the coaching? Was it the players? Was it something going on in the locker room? Now, that's the thing about the Phillies. What's going on with the Phillies? You know, Rob Thompson, I love him. I think he's done a great job with the Phillies. But the guy has a passion. Who knows what he's like behind closed doors? But I don't know. It's like this Joe Girardi guy who just sort of lays back, just takes his sleeves, just oh, we'll get him tomorrow, we'll get him tomorrow. I don't know. Sometimes you have to have a little energy, and that rubs off on the club. If the skipper has a little energy, we're gonna have a little energy too. Uh, I don't know. It Philly's almost like a country club, They just, oh well, we'll get them tomorrow. That's baseball, Oh well, oh well. So, no, Phillies to their credit, uh, they have a cushion. So, in times like this, on rainy days, they've saved up enough pennies in their piggy bank so that they can still buy bread, whatever that means. And so, it's yeah, to their credit, they build up enough wins. But I'd like to see them snap out of it and just play better, play better, play better. Okay. Don't get embarrassed at home, humiliated 14-4. The Yankee fans come down and take over the stadium, damn the and you're just laying down like dogs. Coco and Katie, who aren't here right now because they're at the Brewers. Anyway, so Phillies, come on, get with it, okay? Please get with it. I got my Iron Pigs handle today. You see that? Bad enough I got my Phillies shirt on. I had to switch. Maybe this will give the boys some luck, the Iron Pigs. Because bacon is good. Bacon is good. All right, I guess that's about it. We'll see what happens tonight. Aaron Nola against Garrett Cole. Well, Aaron Nola is, he's got a history of giving up home runs. And we have a Yankee team that's coming off of a 6-0 book 2-2. Okay. It's a hot night. It's gonna be a hot night. It's gonna be buggy. The wind's gonna be blowing. And there we go. Bye-bye. Well, the thing is this. Aaron Nola does usually pitch better when the weather is hot and muggy because he's from Louisiana and he's used to that weather, pitching for LSU. So that could be a saving grace. But I don't like the combination of Aaron Nola and the By the way, before I go, I have 2 tickets to tomorrow's afternoon game. It starts at 12:30, but I am unable to go. If anyone wants 2 tickets in section 119, row 21, seats 1 and 2, right near home plate, excellent seats. Look them up on StubHub. And I believe the game is sold out. So I think that's the only way you're going to get tickets if you want to go to the game tomorrow. So please look up live and enjoy yourself. Have fun. Treat yourself to the Phillies Yankees. Now, if the Phillies win tonight, tomorrow's game will be the rubber game. And there's nothing better than in a Wednesday afternoon baseball game in the middle of summer between the Phillies and the evil empire, the New York Yankees. You can't beat it, especially if the Phillies win and take the damn series and send those New Yorkers back up to the hell. Thank you very much. Anyway, so look for those tickets, okay? I will see you all soon, probably tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace and love, everybody. And as Arnold Schwarzenegger himself said, celebrating his birthday, I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby.